Hello, potential viewers, and welcome to the first ever Minecraft series I've recorded. In fact, the first anything series I've recorded, and I don't even know whether it will be a series yet. This is really an experiment. I'm Briarpelt. This is Minecraft. This is Minecraft 1.12 because I don't like change and I wanted to use mods. Both of those reasons. And welcome. For this series, I am doing something that I've never seen done before, but someone has probably done it. I'm going to call it a Nomad Challenge, which is where I'm going to play Minecraft, but I'm going to do it without ever building a permanent base. I'm going to pick a direction. Let's open up the map and... here we go. Okay. Let's see, I don't know if there's anything particularly interesting there. We might just be stuck on an island for now. But we're going to pick a direction, let's say west, because why not? And we're going to walk west-ish. I mean, not completely. I'm not going to limit myself to that direction entirely, because the idea is to be collecting resources and progressing in the game. I want to get a pickaxe, I want to get good gear. I want to strip mine sometimes. I will eventually go to the nether and go to the end and stuff. And that's going to require moving in more than one direction, but the idea is I'm going to generally be traveling and never build a base. And we will just see what happens with this. It's probably going to be very boring, compared to most of the Minecraft videos out there. I also don't think I'm going to be doing much editing, probably just rambling about whatever pops into my head and slowly walking or gathering resources or whatever I have to be doing. A few interesting points about this. First of all, I do intend to go to the end, because if I'm going to be traveling with no base, just holding whatever I can hold in my inventory, shulker boxes are going to be important. However, once I've gotten shulker boxes, I don't know what the point of anything would be anymore, because that's literally the end of the game and I've obviously got no projects. I am not walking to the world border. That would be insane. I'm not doing that. So that's one thing It's an eventual goal, get shulker boxes, and that might be the end of the series, and it might not, depending on whether I come up with any better ideas. And another thing is, I don't know yet what I want to do about death. My plan is, I will probably just start over again and keep heading west using Journey Map to track my progress. And ideally I will be leaving, well, not ideally, most likely I will be leaving stores of things around, because I only have one inventory, and because this is Minecraft, that means I'm not going to be able to carry much, which means that I'll be dumping stuff a lot of the time. However, because I'm also afraid of wasting resources and losing things, I'm just probably gonna have, chests scattered around the world. The other thing, however, is beds. I think the idea that I've actually just come up with a few minutes ago, I think that I could use beds to keep myself from having to retrace the entire path all the way from spawn every single time I die. And I am going to die. Let's be completely honest here. I don't know why I'm swiveling my mouse around like that. That's not helpful. But if I use beds and I make a new bed every time I sleep, it means that I'm going to be sleeping less often, which is way more dangerous, but also I'll be able to return to more recent points along my journey when I do that. Oh, I can one-shot a sheep with that. So, start off by collecting as much wool as I can, actually, considering that I'm going to need a lot of beds along this series, especially since I tend to take things slow. I'm not going to rush this series. I'm not going to... Oh, that's not even worth it, is it? And yes, I know I'm not heading in the direction I said I would. I'll go that way eventually. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to worry too much about keeping things fast-paced and interesting and high intensity. I'm just going to walk through the world, surviving as best I can. And that's probably not going to be the most interesting thing, but I'm not doing this for viewer count. I'm not doing this to become popular on YouTube. I just kinda want a new hobby and want to see what would happen if I do something like this. So, if you're here for whatever reason, if you've found my channel somehow, welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to leave constructive criticism in the comments, I will absolutely take that, but if you want me to change a fundamental aspect of my series, or I don't even know if this is going to be a series, it's just an experiment, but of my videos, too bad. And I know that's kind of rude, and everybody has their preferences. I don't begrudge people for not being interested in this probably very slow-paced, laid-back, probably kind of boring Minecraft series. But if you are here, I hope you enjoy it. Please stay. Not just because I want viewers, I like interacting with people. And if you have comments... Oh, my axe is about to break. But if you have comments, please feel free to leave them. If you have feedback on recording, or if I say something stupid that you have a thought about, by all means, leave a timestamp and respond in the comments, because I like talking about random things. And that's something I'm usually afraid to do on other people's videos. Doesn't stop me from doing it anyway, because I have no self-control. But it's something that I am usually very nervous about doing, and I don't always know how well it works, so, you know, just leaving that option open. Seriously comment, like, seriously. If you have something to say, say it. I can talk for hours about the randomest shit. Okay, this might be enough wood. I've just been talking and not even thinking about what I'm doing. So I need more planks. I don't know why my mouse hand is so unsteady today. Maybe it's just because I'm in a different room than usual. I've shut myself away so that I don't bother the other people who are home. My brother at the moment, and so that he doesn't bother me. Okay. And actually I do have a little bit of food because I've just been murdering all those sheep, which I feel terrible about, but there you have it. Okay, so we've got wood. That should be enough for now. And I kind of just want to explore. So instead of heading underground for stone, I'm going to probably start sailing. Yeah, it looks like this is just an island, so I'm going to make a boat. And this is why I think this is going to be a boring series. I'm just going to head west as soon as I get to the shore. I'm going to grab that sugarcane first, though, because... Ooh, okay. You know what? That coal looked tempting for a moment, but that's not something I really want to touch right now. Anyway, grabbing sugarcane, because again, I do want to have I want to be fully decked out in proper, well-enchanted diamond gear, you know, by the end of this. And that starts with collecting every single little bit of sugarcane that I come across. Yay! Actually, I enjoy it. I like foraging for things. It's possible I will add other mods later on. Oh, hey, the sun's about to go down. I don't know whether it's worth sleeping tonight, because I'm just gonna head off on the ocean and mobs don't really matter out there. And I'm close enough to spawn still that it doesn't really matter if I die at this point. Yeah. Anyway, other mods. I have a few other mods that I like to play with, that I really like to play with. I think, yeah, I like playing with Quark. It's interesting. I don't know if any of you have experimented much with Minecraft mods, but Quark adds a lot of small but fun little things to vanilla Minecraft. However, I do enjoy playing it, usually mostly actually for the decorations it adds, and since I'm not doing any building for this series, which way is west? This way is west. Right, that's where the sun is setting. I was looking at my map and not at the sky, which makes a lot more sense for me. Whatever. But Quark has a lot of interesting things. Most of them are decorative, but I'm not building anything, so I might not do that. Another mod that I really like playing with, however, is called Rustic. And Rustic adds things like herbs, it adds candles and chandeliers and other decorative stuff, but what I really like about it actually is the herbs and plants, because it doesn't replace vanilla brewing because it leaves vanilla brewing alone, but it provides another way to get interesting potions. They're called elixirs, they look different, but they have the similar or the same effects as normal vanilla potions, but you do it with herbs, and I really just like walking around collecting these plants. Just finding them in the world. There aren't that many of them, but you do have to go to a bunch of different biomes to get everything. You have to go to the Nether. It's just fun. So, ooh, swamp. Okay. And that's fun. You know what? Maybe that's what I should be trying to do. Go visit all the biomes or something. Although when they replaced achievements with advancements, which I still don't like, I hate change, I think they got rid of the visit every biome one, which is too bad. Okay, let's see if I can maybe not die. See if I can not die, please? Yes! Okay. And since it is night, and this is kind of a checkpoint now that I've crossed the sea, or whatever, I'm going to make a bed. I'm going to make my first bed. I'm going to plonk it down here and sleep. And it's possible that as I go, I will start laying out paths of torches and stuff, and if I have to wind up retracing my steps a bunch of times, I could even create a very long path across the world. Maybe. We will just see what happens. I think that's what I like about this idea the most, is that, oh, now I can make a lead, that I don't have any idea what I'm doing, which is not far from usual for me, but I think this is enough about discovery that that's okay. So we will just see what happens. I'm gonna take my boat and crafting table with me, and I am not going to touch any of these trees because I don't need wood that badly right now. I'm just gonna walk and boat across the world for no reason. I could come up with a reason. I could come up with a story behind it. This sounds like, well, it's a familiar quest. Travel to the edge of the earth and fetch me this random thing. You know? Whoever's giving it, be they a god or a royalty or a mentor figure or save the world or whatever. I think it's a familiar storyline. I could come up with a story. I'm not sure that I want to. I don't think we need clay for anything. It's a good building block. You can make bricks, so you can make flower pots, but I don't need flower... Ooh! I found a witch's hut. Now, I could go in there and kill her and get, like, some glowstone and redstone that I don't need. I could. I don't know why I would do that. I think she's got a brewing stand But that doesn't help me much because I don't have nether wart to brew any potions. Let's see if I can just get close and peer in there. What I don't have is Optifine, actually, at the moment, so I don't have a zoom button. I may decide to fix that, or change that, because it's not necessary to have zoom, and it's actually kind of cheaty, because, well, especially if you think about it in real life, we can't zoom in on anything, but it's nice. It doesn't look like she has a brewing stand in there. Oh, I can climb this tree. Kind of. Ow. I'm gonna need to sort out food soon, actually. Let me just get this sugarcane and kill those cows, and then I will... Oh, stupid lily pads. Then I will go underground and start gathering stone and coal. Or maybe not even coal, maybe just stone for a furnace, and I'll use the wood I have to make charcoal or whatever, though that would take more time. The thing about furnaces is that it is going to force me to stay still for a bit and wait. So that should be interesting as I try to figure out what the heck to do while my food cooks, and hopefully not just stare at it and talk at you. It's only like 10 seconds per item, but that adds up. That adds up when I'm just rambling. I like the orchids. I like blue orchids that you can find in swamps, you know, but I don't have any use for them. This is kind of a unique situation, because usually when I log into a Minecraft world, I find a place to build almost immediately. And I pick it out and I start, like, gathering tools, and I start gathering, like, outlines, or even if I don't know what I want to build, I will find a mountain and dig into the side of it and set up a small base and a mine shaft. And when I come across things, if I'm traveling, which I don't do much at the beginning, I will take random things, like orchids, or I will spend time digging out a desert so that I can have sand for glass and stuff. And I'm not doing that this time, which is interesting. Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll just see what becomes of this. It's a unique experience for me playing Minecraft like this. But, excuse me. You know, as someone who thinks a lot about just wandering off into the abyss, or not into the abyss, but through a wilderness, I just like to walk. Sometimes I fantasize about just walking away and getting lost somewhere. This is a way to do that. But here we have the problem of what if it gets boring, and also the challenge of staying alive, which isn't, to be fair, not nearly as much of a challenge as if I did literally just walk off into the middle of nowhere, but it's a challenge nonetheless. And the goal of getting better resources and tools so eventually it's not hard to survive a night. Which I guess begs the question of, once I'm not being threatened with potentially dying to mobs every night, will I sleep at all? And when I do die, does that mean I'll wind up retracing my steps? I just don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out, to watch how this develops. Oh yeah, I was going to get stone, wasn't I? Because I'm getting a little bit hungry. Well, here's a wall, a cliff face I could... Oh, this is kind of interesting. Huh. I could see someone turning this into some kind of a base, but I don't really have any idea. Is that coal? Right here. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. So I'm going to get... Yay! Advancement made. I like the old achievement. I don't like change! This is a pattern that is going to quickly emerge. I miss the old achievements, but... You know, I'm making my way through the world. What am I doing to this poor cliff face? I'm just absolutely destroying it. And how much stone did I get? I haven't been counting. 12. Okay, let's make furnace then. Come on. And stone pick. And I want to get an axe and a sword. Oh, 8 more sticks. Interestingly, this also means that I won't be needing certain aspects of the game just won't be relevant, like farming. Well, I guess I mean every kind of farming. I'm not going to be building mob farms, not that I do that anyway. I'm not anything close to a redstone person or even a grindy person. But I'm not going to be building crop farms. I'm not going to be attempting to build mob farms of any kind. It's interesting. It's just different from how most people play Minecraft. Now the question is, can you one-shot... Ha! Interesting. And here we see the superiority of the axe as a melee weapon against passive mobs. The disadvantage being for anyone who doesn't play Minecraft or doesn't know Minecraft combat mechanics that an axe is slower to recharge than a sword. I don't know why I'm explaining this. My audience, if I have one, is not going to be made up of idiots. But whatever. Why? Okay. I'm very disorganized. I keep saying I'm going to make food. I'm running out of hunger. Let's just camp here. Okay. Cook up all of that. It looks like I've got quite a bit on me. I could also make... Why I was grabbing the mushrooms earlier was I was thinking of making mushroom stew, which is honestly a terrible food in Minecraft. It's just lousy, mushroom stew, because it doesn't stack, and you have to make the bowls, and you have to use the bowls, and I guess the bowls stack, but mushroom stew itself does not. So you wind up just carrying around, filling up several inventory slots with something that's not really worth the space. But I've never actually made mushroom stew before, just for its own sake, So, alright then. I kind of wanted to, just to try it out. Now, I could also make books, and start making bookshelves, and oh hey, the sun's going down again. Let's make another bed. I like that swamp, but I don't really need to trek all the way back through it. Wait, why did I do that? I want to sleep through this night as well. Because mobs are still scary. I am still squishy. I tend to play squishy characters when I'm in any kind of situation, but in Minecraft I really do like having armor. It's nice. It's nice to be buffed up a little bit. And here I am with this problem of just sitting around doing nothing, waiting for my food to cook while I talk at everybody. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording for, but it's possible that this is now getting long enough that I can end the video, and this might be a good place to leave it off. So I am going to sleep the night away, and I think I'm going to end the video and wait for the rest of my food to cook. And then I'll grab that and stop recording, and I'll close the world and pick up some other time. In case I ever decide to keep doing this, which I might. It seems interesting. I'd probably record for longer today, but I do have a bit going on this afternoon. So, if you've watched this far and not gotten bored already, or gotten tired of my random ramblings, thank you for watching. And, oh hey, my food's done anyway. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed, and maybe stick around in case I decide to do this again. Follow me on this pointless journey to nowhere, to the edge of nowhere. We'll see what happens. So thank you for watching, and that's it. That's me. Bye.